We were leading the points going into Irwindale. I was feeling really good, felt solid all weekend. Kind of was driving like an asshole a little bit at the beginning of the weekend, ran into a couple people, but I really felt like I was pushing the envelope to learn where we need to be so that I don't make those dumb bonehead mistakes going into battle. And then it rained. I did a sight lap and I felt great. I was like, ooh, all right. 2 feet off the wall, there's plenty of grip. There's grip here. I'm like, all right. And then I crashed into the wall. And they say we're playing a game of inches, but it really does come down to, it might even have been 2 inches. That was the difference of me completing that lap and going in the wall. But that's motorsport. I think it's hilarious that, including myself and my team, we're all extremely bummed out that we got second place, which is crazy to think because there's 32 other dudes who would be dying to be in my position. So I'm going to take it in the positive and know that we're still on our way up. The performance of the team and the car and even my own driving completely leveled up from last year. 2023, I think they're going to be small changes, like just very small things. First thing, I'm building a new chassis. I'm taking all the parts and just putting it on a new frame, new chassis, just because this one's had its fair share of bumps and bruises along the way. And I think I want to try to find a balance between driving a little bit more. This year, I kind of made it a goal to drive as little as possible. I know it sounds funny and it sounds contradictory to, you know, where a championship driver needs to be, but I didn't want to burn myself out. I wanted to enjoy life, and I didn't want to overthink the actual Formula Drift side of things. I wanted to show up to Formula Drift excited to drive and wanting to have a good time. But I found if I focus on having a good time and not focus on like how many points am I going to get or this battle or that, I tend to do better. So I'd like to introduce driving with my boys, having a little bit more fun, driving some grassroots events, just kind of reminding myself why I drift, because I've made it so much of a business that it was starting to lose its kind of like appeal, or it wasn't something that I wanted to do on my weekend off, and I want to change that. So we did 3 cars last year and we did 4 cars this year. Yeah, it was a big step. And it's funny because there's the possibility of even more going into the future as well. At first I thought it was going to be a huge distraction. I'm not going to be able to focus on my own car, on my own program, on my own partners. I'm going to be more worried about these guys. But at the end of the day, I think what it actually did was it inspired me to do better on all aspects. So how can you preach but not practice what you're preaching? Every time I would talk to the drivers and tell them, like, you can't pull the handbrake here. Make sure you like minimize your left foot brake. These are you're the structure of your follow laps. These are the structure of your lead laps. Explaining to the team and the drivers under my umbrella helps remind me, like, hey man, you better be on it too. Like, yeah, you can't expect excellence from these guys, but then kind of take it easy and not have a plan and not communicate with the team. So I think it's pushed me to do better and reminded me that this isn't everything, and I have the capacity to do more, and that's what I want to be doing. Eventually, when I'm done driving and I'm old and washed up and I can't get on the podium anymore, and I'm ready to take a step back, I want to be able to have partners that we can put a driver in a car. I want to have the program so that drivers can come. I want somebody else to drive this car eventually, right? But in a couple of years. I just wanted to say thank you for following along with the 2022 season. It's been a wild one. I hope I've been able to put some smiles on some faces, teach you guys a thing or two, and I look forward to bigger and better things in 23. I'm excited to do whatever Throdle would have me do. If you guys like, you know, the interactive and the nerdy breakdown of things, please let us know, and I'm happy to share as much information, and see you guys next year.